Hey what's guys, what up video? Welcome back to the third video and one day second video about MK11. After being so hyped about watching a review of it, reveal trailer of Cage, you know, they're having a live stream, it already ended, but since it ended, you know, I could just watch the VOD. I want to see the breakdown, you know, we saw some snippets and stuff about how he plays, but like, I want to be really invested in this game. I want to know who I want to play, who I already have an idea of what I want to do, so...
But you can have one that has some of his MKX moves. You can have, there's some brand new moves you saw with the camera and throwing his sunglasses. So let's just get into it.
Yeah, the sunglasses thing got some pretty good hype.
So
shades. So what's this one? Is this the base, the MK2?
This is his base, and I added a couple things that we'll go over when I'm done with the base. But this is like his default look, and we'll go over his default moves. So
is one of your favorite things per week naming the variations?
Yes, I take great joy in it.
Okay.
So to start off, his arcing fireball that he typically has is actually gone, and he uses his Mortal Kombat 1 straight fireball.
Okay.
So this is actually a really good fireball, which you don't normally think of with Johnny Cage, but it's really fast. The amplified one is actually a double fire.
It's pretty cool that, like, the variations are not just from MK11 or MKX, but I think he just said variations from MK2, I'm not sure. Like, yeah, they're gonna have moves from MK2, but, like, that'd be cool to, like if there wasn't a move in MKX or there wasn't a move in MK9, but there was a move, an old move back in MK2 or something, that would be pretty cool in a variation.
I think it's actually really strong. You kind of asked me, hey, what do you do with a fireball? And I basically said, there's no reason not to just do it. Like, you really can't go wrong.
Just keep throwing it out.
Yeah.
Them, right?
The other thing is his classic shadow kick is back. It's exactly what you want. It's very fast. It's still a high, so they can duck.
Shadow kick, wow. I mean, I would say sheen, green sheen, but whatever.
It's a great check. It's the shadow kick.
And the amplified version of that, has that changed at all? I noticed you had amplifies in an earlier build. They were a little different.
Yes.
How have you adjusted them?
Well, one of the things is we listened to feedback, and we actually made it so that to amplify a move, you just hit the interact button. You just hit the right bumper. So you go for the nut punch, and that's the regular one. If you amplify it, you just hit the right bumper, and it'll actually...
Oh, okay. Whoa. That was sick. Wait, I don't know if I can trust this rewind. I gotta be precise.
If you amplify it, you just hit the right bumper, and it'll actually go off. So
mix up good punishment.
Where it was a different button press.
Is that Cage? I mean, Kano?
Yeah, we're definitely, you know, I mean, we have events and things like that. We do like to, you know, to take some fan feedback. Obviously not everything will work with the game that we're creating, but, you know, that was one of the things we heard a lot about and thought that, you know, let's run some tests with that, see how it goes, and it seems to be working pretty well that way.
Yeah.
So.
Now, to be clear, they are not EX move. They're still amplified. So I'm not doing the nut punch with block at the same time to just immediately do it. I'm doing the nut punch, then I amplify it a few seconds later. So you still have the different timing depending on how you want you to do the move, but the button's always going to be universal. And the timing window is huge. So they're not meant to, and they are not difficult at all.
I did a few, so I know they're
Yeah.
Like, execution is not the barrier of entry when it comes to...
Exactly. We want to think about how you're using your offensive stance.
For me, some of the moves on MKX, like, for me, just some of the moves, they seemed hard to, like, get the timing of the meter burn. Like, especially when, like personally for me, like, when I was playing Liu Kang and I was stringing up combos, like, sometimes it would be hard to meter burn the bicycle kick. It might have been just me, but I feel like some moves during mix-ups or during combos, it was kind of hard to meter burn them, so... It's good to hear that there's a big window for this.
So that's why we decided to go
for enhancing it.
And I will say, it's funny, now that I've been
that
playing
double
with this,
backflip is awesome.
How it is, I will kind of forget about my meter. So now, because I'm doing them so much more often, because I'm remembering everything, I'm looking at my meter, I'm like, why didn't that come out? And Steve's like, you ran yourself out of meter.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Steve, continue.
So let's go over some of his normals. I think Cage, to me, excels at the mid-range. So he's got 3 or 4 key moves I'd like to show.
Okay.
The first is his forward 3, which is, like always with Johnny Cage, a long-range advancing move. And this combos into these awesome side kicks. It's super fun to mash it. I mash the hell out of it.
You only have to press it like twice.
I like that.
But I enjoy doing it that way.
He's making extra sure.
Right.
And the big thing there is it's very easy to hit confirm. You can see that the kicks are coming, and you can stop mashing and go into
really have to hit it twice?
Punch and
But you keep going.
yeah, I'm going to keep going.
And real quick, for those of people who may not know the term, hit confirm.
Hit confirm means you see the move hit, and then you go into your combo instead of just letting the string go out or blocking. Like
The
I
little...
saw it hit, and then go into the nut punch.
Now
So
you'll watch me and Derek play, and we'll just
There's not a
throw
lot
combos
of that.
out.
just hope it works.
Yep.
The nice thing about when you two fight is there's also not a lot of blocking.
Right. Right.
So nut punch is a good linker to go into something more elaborate.
Exactly. Like, he's going to get the pop-up, and then you can do a combo. That's going to be his main way that he's going to go into his additional damage.
Nice.
But since it's punishable if it's blocked, if it's blocked, you just finish the string. You wouldn't go into the nut punch.
Or Tyler and I would.
Yes. Honestly, I would too, because a nut punch is fun.
Yeah.
Another really good one is his forward 4, which is his knee. Johnny Cage without a knee would just... That's not a thing. Like, he's
So,
got to have his advancing.
We have a guest coming on later to
Who's
do
very familiar with the
Washed Up Warriors.
Yeah.
Aaron Davis, aka Dizzy, Twitter handle, Dizzy Me.
Yes. Yeah.
So-
I mean, it's Johnny Cage's signature move, and it is back. He can go into forward 4-4 and be safe. He actually has another one that leads to a crushing blow.
Ooh.
Now that one's a high, so if they duck and punish it, he
Ooh.
gets blown up. He actually has another one that leads to a crushing
Wait, what do you mean
blow.
ducking? Wait.
Ooh.
Now that one's a high, so if they duck and punish it, he gets blown up. But if he knows it's going to hit, he can go into the crushing blow. And then he can also cancel that to go into combos.
All I'm watching the whole time is to see if he's smiling.
Oh, I like... Oh,
He is
yo.
a very happy guy.
He's having a good day.
Now, I think another one of his key moves is his back 3, which is actually a low strike. And you can go into this flip kick, or you can, again, confirm it to the nut punch. And this is great because it's a low.
Dude, I
So the
like...
opponent, if they're trying to walk back out of the range of the nut
Beautiful. Definitely because of Nutcracker definitely seems like a what's the word, mix-up character. Definitely like really good with really good at
The
high and
low
low
is going
mix-up.
to
That's it.
The downside is he actually does not have a really, really good overhead. He's not meant to be a 50-50 character. His only overhead is going to be his generic hop attack, which is kind of slow, and it's just a knockdown. So to me, he's going to check you with the low, keep you from walking back, but he's not really going to mix you up with an overhead. He'll probably open you up with a lot of throws.
You're gonna get thrown a lot by Johnny Cage, yeah.
And lastly, he does have a pop-up with his jabs. That's like your good Punisher, like if you block Sub-Zero Slide or Scorpion Spear.
Really good in the corner as well.
Yes, you have corner comms with that.
I do.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
do.
make corner comms a thing.
So to me,
Corner comms are a thing.
They're not a thing.
the crux to Johnny Cage to me is really simple, fundamental mid-screen. He's going to hover around here. He's going to look for movement. Make a guess that you're going to hit a button, go in with forward 4. You're going to be afraid to hit a button, and he's going to get jump-ins, throws. I mean, when we were talking, you pointed out that it's really good. Like, his dash is really fast, and he can just dash up and throw you because you're scared of the mid-range. And that's exactly it. And you never know when Shadow Kick's going to come.
Yeah.
His Fireball.
I was wondering, like, what do you do when you're at full screen and you need to cover that distance? Do you just slowly inch your way back to mid-range?
If he is getting zoned out, that's exactly what you have to do. But in a match like this, where Scorpion doesn't have a good projectile, his projectile is going to cover it.
Nice.
Then, of course, you'd have to look out for Scorpion's teleport and stuff like that. But essentially, yeah, inch your way in. And you can see his dash actually covers a lot of space. He always has Shadow Kick. He moves pretty fast, so he's well equipped to get in that mid-range.
He's fast for an old man, eh?
That's true.
Yeah. All right, what else we got, Steve?
So, let's go into some of the loadout moves for this variation I made.
You put some good ones in this.
Yeah, so this is his Rage Charge, and this is a very unique move. So it looks like this hook punch. And what it does is, it's a high attack, but if you block it, it becomes
We've never really
a mid.
done anything like this game.
Yeah, this is a very unique move. So the second hit makes it a mid, and you can see it
What
starts
the
glowing.
hell?
The second time, so the second hit makes it a mid, and you can see that it starts glowing. The second time, on the third hit, it is actually unblockable. He is set to always block. And you can amplify this to get a flip kick. So, you'll see it's going to be unblockable, and he gets a pretty juicy amount of damage.
That's awesome.
So the meta here is, Johnny Cage, like I said,
That's
he doesn't have a
awesome.
good 50-50. So it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of going for throws. He can do like block strings, go into this, and if they block it, it's charged. The second charge is a mid, the third's an unblockable. So if they just keep blocking forever, they're going to get hit by this and they're going to die.
Now, does it have to be consecutive?
It does not have to be literally consecutive, but if he gets a hit, the charge goes away.
Sure.
So actually taking the hit would be a viable strategy.
Right.
You just want to get out of dodge and go back to zoning him. So that's kind of a pretty innovative, unique.
Gotcha. Okay. That's actually a really cool move. Like, if people are just blocking, you just hit them 3 times, and if they're aware they're 3 times, maybe after you get the second one in, they might stop blocking and try to attack, and that's where you punish them and get in their face and stuff. That's pretty cool. That's something that you can really do a lot with. Just that one simple move.
Exactly.
And also, we're talking about, like, the hit confirming.
I love that one right there.
Yeah, you just mash it out.
Right.
And, I mean, you can't really hit or block confirm a move that can't be blocked.
Right.
So I also gave him the mime parry, which is just really fun. It parries all mids, overheads, highs. And if he amplifies it, he actually gets a pop-up.
Oh.
One other fun thing is, it already lasts 1,000 years, but if you amplify it, it can actually keep going, keep doing it. So this is a great trick. Like, sometimes I'll knock them down, do it, and if they do a wake-up attack, I'll actually amplify.
I like that, because, like, people might get pretty used to the timing of him doing the mind parry, and then it's like, oh, the timing is going to be gone, this is where I attack, and then you just amplify it, and he's still doing it. That's pretty smart.
I think Johnny Cage probably should be obnoxious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we're seeing some videos with that being used in some pretty...
oh, yeah.
There's going to be some horseplay going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's the definition of horseplay. It's very, very, very silly.
And you can only amplify that one time, right?
Yes.
How early in development were you like, we need that move?
I mean,
day one.
I was told the designer that worked on him was like popping off about how he's going to do the Ninja Mime parry like a year ago. Like, that was definitely one of like his core. He has to have this.
Mad props. Now,
now again, it's so you can also low attack.
We need a better network. With Boost, you get a super reliable, super fast nationwide network. Really? Time for a switch? Oh, I'm back.
No more resting glitch face.
Switch to Boost and get 4 lines, each with unlimited gigs for $100 a month. All on Boost's super reliable, super fast nationwide network.
Yes, you can low attack them. And then lastly, I equipped the brass knucks.
Hey.
And this is very reminiscent of Fisticuffs Johnny Cage. What this does is all of his chip damage is significantly buffed. And chip damage is already pretty strong in Mortal Kombat, but it is a significant chip damage buff.
Oh, yeah.
So this is even exactly what you were just saying 5 minutes ago, that he keeps the pressure up, you can't just block forever. Exactly. So with the Fisticuffs thing, it's even more dangerous to be going for chip damage.
And now you're still doing your charged punch, you're still, yeah.
Yep.
So you're layering the way he fights, like, to so this version fights a very different way than a lot of other versions you're going to.
Fuck, dude. Like, the amount of strategy, like, Johnny Cage is going to be such a good character. Just, like, I guess this is, like, the first time I've actually sat down and listened to them talk about a character, but just, like, listening to, like, the strategies and, like, in my head where I think you would use Johnny Cage at, I feel like he's going to be pretty dangerous. He's going to be pretty hardcore. This is going to be nice. This game's going to...
Exactly. Which, let's go into another one.
Straight to DVD. I do like the name.
I feel like that's Johnny Cage's, that would be his role.
Yeah, that's most of his movies.
Right. So this one I wanted to make straight up Mortal Kombat 2.
Let's take a minute to enjoy this skin. It is wonderful.
I picked this
love that outfit, dude.
This is MK2, so the 90s, and I think this really nails it.
It really encompasses everything about the 90s.
Yeah, see, MK2.
Yeah, I love it.
So here,
I don't
he
think they
loses
had
the
that
straight fireball, and he actually
skin
gains
on
the old school arcing fireball.
MKX.
He can
Pretty
do a
sure.
high one, he can do the lower one, and he can do a double one. Now, these don't hit up close, so they're very different than the straight ones. However, the recovery is super, super good, and they are super fast. So while they're only good for full screen, they're very, very, very hella good full screen.
Now you can get jump ins too, right?
Yeah, exactly, which you see in the trailer. If you read from full screen that they're going to try to jump in, it's really going to cover the air. Then I also gave him his flip kick is replaced with his MK2 anti-air uppercut. It's safer than the other one. It does more damage.
Yo!
And the meter burn actually...
That's awesome.
Well, not meter burn, amplified. Can come out as that second hit and catch him.
So if you whiff on the first one, you still have something to utilize.
That's a day one strategy, guys. Day one strategy. In your online tournament, day one, you do that, and then they try to punish you and you do it. I do it all the time. It's great. So how about one more loadout?
Yeah.
All right. What's the last one?
Do my own stunts, where I gave him a couple of different...
Ooh.
This is my favorite look.
Yo.
The belt.
The belt's pretty
That is a
good.
cool belt.
So Johnny can actually summon, he loses his shadow kick, and he can summon a stunt double to run by and do a JBL clothesline. And if you amplify it, you get the second hit.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Then his second move is he'll call him.
See, I knew it wasn't freaking Johnny Bravo. See, his hair is more blonde than
I
his.
love how the
that's
stunt double's hair is just a little off color too. Like,
Oh
it's
yeah,
so
the,
perfect.
the Johnny written on his chest is great.
Isn't it like marker or something?
Yes.
That's so good.
So the cool thing about this is it actually doesn't go away if Johnny's hit. So like if Scorpion hits Cage after he's already done the summon, the stunt double will actually come up and interrupt the combo, and then Johnny gets a combo. So while this has a ton of recovery and startup, you almost like know you're gonna get hit. You're just, yeah, come on Scorpion, come at me, bro, and then he's gonna get interrupted and Johnny will get a combo. So you are giving up your shadow kick. It's one of your best space control tools, but you're getting this wacky space control tool.
But
to
you get
make up
Jim,
for
the
it.
stunt double, which is awesome.
Yes, and that's
Is
his
that his
canonical
name?
name.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's Jim.
Jim.
Jim is his canonical
Yeah.
name. So those are our loadouts. That is.
I wonder, like, what
Cage.
your
I think,
custom variations, like, can you have both of them at the same
I love
time?
it.
Because,
He's
like, these are just
absolutely
presets.
Yeah, I think
Really cool
if you're looking for a beginner character, in my opinion, he's one of the best we've shown so far, which is exactly what you asked about.
Yep.
I think if you just want to outspace your opponent.
Yeah, I think that's good. They talk about the 3 variations. I'm pretty sure they've covered most of the stuff that I started at. I probably could have started sooner, but they say let's just get into it. Yeah, yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure, what is it, 20? Okay, so if I started like 17 minutes ago, I started at like around, I can't do math, here. Yeah, so yeah, I literally like watched everything. I didn't miss anything previously. So thank you guys so much for watching this MK11. Let me guys know if you guys want me to react to more gameplays. I'm definitely gonna react to reveal trailers. Those things are too cool. But if you guys want me to react to more reveal trailers, I'm just watching it. You know, I'm just not as hype. I'm just watching, just learning, just analyzing, just seeing how the character is, and just making my own little notes while the developers or the people that freaking are playing. I don't know. I don't know the team that are what they're talking about, what they're doing. Let me know down in the comment section. Bye bye.
It's me and